good match. Looks like J-Rock's gonna flame burst to the top, try and get a curse down. It does get, no, it doesn't go off. He does get the firestorm though. And Extrinsic now trying to lay out some damage with his flame wall onto Skyle. Skyle sitting at about 50%, is getting some heals from Kalzid. Kalzid definitely a little bit overextended, had to really run in there to heal Skyle, and now he did disengage J-Rock, putting out pressure. I think this could be, this
Skyle
could be
is very low.
It does look like
this
a
is
big
very
curse
dangerous.
goes out. If they can press
Skyle
on him,
gets bursted here, it looks like Kalzad was trying to heal Skyle, but Skyle is in that bubble, so that means that heals are not going to go off. They're going to heal the bubble instead. But J-Rock is taking advantage, or is stepping up here and distracting this entire team. He knows his teammate is low. He knows he has to play the distract game while Kalzad brings his teammate up. As J-Rock is experienced and does know how to mitigate damage. He does take a lot of damage here, though, and Kalzad is going to have to spend some time to bring him back up. But J-Rock is the amount of damage to these players. A double trap onto both Symbolator and Extrinsic. Extrinsic very low. J-Rock sees this. He wants to go in and try to get some kills. They have to be careful now, though, because they are headed towards the edge of that map where they can get sent off the edge, and that is an insta-gip if they do. Symbolator very low here. If I were him, I honestly would back up. Looks like Jay was trying to...
almost getting bullet off.
Yeah, luckily he did stop right before. Jay following up with damage onto Hagzor, doing quite a bit. Hagzor is at 20% health. J-Rock with a flame wall here, separating the Zealous team, splitting, and it's exactly what they need to do. J-Rock absolutely relentless here, putting down a whole lot of damage. Skyle needs to get healed up and needs to step in here and do some more damage himself. J-Rock did a significant amount to Hagzor. Hagzor does get sent off the edge, and he is going to go down to leaving only Symbolator and Extrinsic. The Symbolator is going to look for a counter knockoff himself, but Extrinsic does get taken down by Skyle in the meantime, and J-Rock finishes off Symbolator.
Oh man!
Really, they were extremely low on HP. I don't think that bullet made a huge difference. It did look like it was not in their favor, and I don't know. The bullet did secure the win, so great job by J-Rock getting that. We're gonna see the same team comps from both teams. I want to see. I think Symbolator and Extrinsic can play a little bit more aggressive in their phase, give Hags a little bit more breathing room to heal them, buff them, do what he needs to do. You can't just let yourself get pressed in on. Or maybe, they might be going for their own type of play here. It looks like he did get cursed. They're standing out in the open, and J-Rock just has free reign to just hit them.
This may be a bad decision, honestly, because they're out in the open here. There's very little LOS potential unless they're just hands down looking for some kind of knockoff. This is going to be very bad positioning for them. Skyle's taking advantage of this. J-Rock is taking a huge advantage of this, just up on the top with free reign to do as much DPS as he wants, almost 100% uncontested as well. J-Rock does get cursed though, but he's just laying down so much damage down onto Hagzor because Hagzor is not in LOS. If J-Rock gets in there and possibly...
I believe that Extrinsic really needs to move in. He could flame burst up on top and pull a J-Rock down or off potentially. Extrinsic can do a lot more here. J-Rock is going to go in with the flame wall. He is going to miss that. He probably has Bola up, so look to see a Bola onto Hagzor soon. Maybe he doesn't have it. He is going to flame burst back out.
Watch Kalzad in the back here. Symbolator fucking Kalzad pretty hard. Kalzad is under 30% health. He needs to seed himself here, which he does. There's one seed going off.
This is where Extrinsic needs to push while Symbolator plays a little bit defensive until he gets healed up. If Extrinsic, he's at full health, he can push in. They're so low. There goes the Bola almost off the edge, but luckily flipped the little rock there and kept him on. They have the advantage in this situation. A buff just went out on the Symbolator. Symbolator should have trap here. If he lands a good trap, he could potentially secure the kill for his team.
Symbolator does get trapped himself, though. Hagzor getting CC'd here. Skyle's gonna follow up on it. Skyle's taking a lot of damage, though. He needs to be aware of where the other enemy teammates are while he's focusing down that healer. Jay sitting in the back here, just flanking them, doing as much damage as he can from the back. Simulator very low. Simulator wants to kill on Scout. Scout wants to kill on Simulator. Hexor very low himself. If Jay follows up here with a flame wall or something, this may be game. Hexor does go down to J-Rock, starts a flame. J-Rock is quickly trying to follow up on either Simulator or Extrinsic. He does drop the flame wall. J-Rock taking a lot of damage, finishes off Extrinsic, and Simulator goes down as well. Wow. That was close, but great job there by J-Rock and his team.
I can't believe J-Rock didn't die there. He was at 1%.
Yeah,
Almost
so
got picked
low.
off when he got trapped into that flame wall.
I thought he was going down
So
for
great
sure.
job blocking. Yeah, you saw him spamming that block key, and it gave him just enough time to, secure the kill, win the game, and maybe get one kill from his teammate. So that is 2-0 for J-Rock's team.
That's right. And
GG.
next up, we've got
Who do we
Inebriate
have?
versus Eradicate. This is going to be a good match.
Yeah, I agree. Again, we saw before, both of them very skilled players on both of those teams coming up here. I hope to see some more Warden play, honestly. I don't think we've seen a whole lot of that either in this tournament. So hopefully we'll see some more there.
Looks like Death Row is downloading the game from chat. Make sure you pop on to the forums and introduce yourself. Everyone is really friendly. The community of Forge, that's another thing. It's like you have all these other games that are great, whatever, but the community is just awful. I have to say, Forge has the best community that I've ever played, and that's another reason that it's just so fun and why I enjoy the game so much. Everybody pretty much knows everyone, and we're all friendly on the forums. There's no, while people disagree, everyone pretty much gets along and says hi to each other between games or just talks. I can't tell you the number of people that I have on my Steam friends list that all play Forge.
Yeah.
It's probably like 50 or 60 actually.
Wow.
Community
that's
yeah.
quite a lot.
I mean, it's pretty awesome to see how Forge has just like brought so many awesome players together, especially over these tournaments, man. I mean, we've been doing them for so long now. Having you guys help Shoutcast has been great. So, it's been a very excellent experience.
I think we both enjoy it, These matches are absolutely hands down. Not only are they amazing to watch, but they're even just that much more entertaining and fun to shoutcast, Because I play the game quite a bit myself, so does Viz. We know a lot of what's going on, and I think both of us just really enjoy watching this entertaining gameplay, because with Forge, the gameplay is so energetic, it's so fast-paced, it's so crazy and wild that these games, anything can happen, It's not flat, it's three-dimensional, with all the abilities, the skills, the depth of it all. It makes for a great game to watch and talk about, as well as play. I mean, it's hands down just so much fun to play as well.
Good to hear you say that, Y. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
And so it looks like the teams
are
getting started here.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
A swap did go off from Bazroth. Bazroth was able to swap Eradicate. Eradicate did pop Molten Armor there to try to do some damage to Anomaly and Inebriate, but it did not do a whole lot. Eradicate's now sitting around 70% health. That's not too bad, though, because Joanna Nasty is a pretty good healer, experienced healer, is most likely going to be able to snipe heal Eradicate and get him up pretty quick. Eradicate able to get a bola onto Bazroth. Bazroth also getting flame walled. He's going to quickly run out of that. But now he's at below 50% health. Inebriate's going to be able to bring him up pretty quick, though. It looks like the Devoted team has the advantage here right now when it comes to health, just because Bazroth is getting focused pretty hard here by Eradicate. Bazroth needs to honestly back up a little bit and mitigate some damage here, as he's just taken another flame wall, and Eradicate is not going to let up on him whatsoever. Bazroth needs to back up, find some LOS, start blocking as much as he can, while Inebriate just gets those clutch heals down onto him. He runs into some of the flame wall, though. It's very, very dangerous here. It could go either way. He is at 15% health. He just keeps dropping in health and coming back up. There is a bubble to try to mitigate some of that damage. Inebriate with some great clutch heals. Again, Bazroth needs to be aware of his positioning. He is backing up, getting closer and closer to a health threshold, but Eradicate is not going to let up on him, and he's just going to continue to do as much damage as he possibly can. But Inebriate with some amazing clutch heals, bringing Bazroth back up to a safe health threshold. He's at 70% health now. Although he does get bullied.
Bazroth so much that Anomaly has been kind of left alone. That's really helping Inebriate, focus on one person to heal. Looks like Bazroth is at 20%. A curse does go down on Anib. Anib did get a link off onto Eradicate. Eradicate trying to block and get away from that. Bazroth closing in on. If he can land a trap here, no. Eradicate is going to get away. He does Flame Burst. Inebriate needs to get some heals on Anomaly. You can't forget about Anomaly. Anomaly is going to have to get back to him. Inebriate does realize this. Is getting some heals. There are a couple mouse ones. Jusanta with the volley spam was not able to hit any of those. That could have been the end. Anomaly is now Firestorm.
Bazroth getting stunned here. Again. 20%.
I don't know how he's going to deal with a huge bolt onto Inebriate. Can they close in? Eradicate sitting at 54%. Looks like a buff just went out onto Jusanta. If Jusanta can get in there and use that fervor buff, he can really turn this last little 20% of the health into zero. Bazroth with a good trap
extremely very overexcited now. He did just get bowled. He is at 10% health. Eradicate focusing him down. Jusanta also focusing him down. He's in danger. Does get hit by the flame wall. Runs right down that flame wall, and he does go down with help from Jusanta's volley. And that leaves only Inebriate and Anomaly left to try to fight off these three devoted players who are all at a very healthy percentage of health. Inebriate at 1%, he does get finished off by Eradicate, and Anomaly soon to follow, I'm guessing. I have to say, I feel like Bazroth was, he tunneled a bit too much there. He stepped out too much. He got focused down by Eradicate, and Eradicate could afford to sit there and trade hits with Bazroth, I believe, because Eradicate was playing the Pyromancer, which does have the Flame Burst, which is a great movement ability, a great escape as well as engage. So, unfortunately, Bazroth just took a lot of damage there. Anomaly took a lot of points as well, and so they just hit this threshold, and Jusanta refused to let up on, and so just finished it off.
Anomaly does get cursed by Eradicate in the very beginning. There are buffs on both team members from both sides. I want to see Eradicate kind of do the same thing he did last time. He pretty much just engaged. He flame bursted in, threw on Molten, and pretty much separated his team, allowed Jusanta to close in there. He was fighting by himself for a tremendous amount of time. Like he is now, he's just frontlining them. He does get trapped, and look at this Molten. He has the damage reduction Molten, so he really didn't take too much damage. He does have that curse. That curse is going to pop. Now is the time that they really need to close in on Eradicate. It looks like they're going to go for Jusanta. Jusanta really caught out in the open.
You're very low.
Joanna Nasty trying to build him up. Joanna Nasty is going to get some heals, but he did get bullied. He looks like they're just closing in.
Eradicate's looking to separate them. He is strapping a flame hole to try to break them up. Anomaly's taking a lot of damage to himself here. Jusanta does go down. Anomaly very low himself, though. He needs to get brought up and Inebriate with some great clutch heals. Eradicate blowing that Molten doing a lot of damage. Anomaly just hitting into that Molten every single time, taking so much damage from it. Eradicate did get trapped. Bazroth is following up on it. Eradicate is able to flame burst away though. Joanna Nasty at 8% health, 9% health. Bazroth did get
huge blunder by Bazroth. He did jump off the edge, and now he
needs
has
to get right back up there as soon as possible. Joanna Nasty just getting all of his health back right now in a safe position. But still, the Zealous team is at an advantage here because they have three players over the Devoteds too. Bazroth getting bullied again. He needs to be aware of that, honestly. Otherwise, he's just going to get CC'd all day, every day. He does have high ground advantage now, a little bit over Joanna Nasty and Eradicate. But he's just taking a whole lot of damage here. He needs to pay attention to what's going on and block the curses as well as the bullets. He does get bullied again. big blunder by Bazaroth, but it's okay because he still can bring this back. He still can get up there, and he is in a good advantage to start pressuring Joanna Nasty here in the back, doing a decent amount of damage, getting a curse off on a Joanna Nasty. Joanna Nasty gonna take that full curse damage.